welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in, Dalton Varsho.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Yusei Kikuchi. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. Springer returns it to the infield, and now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Andrew Vaughn now. And that's in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. And it's 1-1. Down the right field line, that's a base hit. Pham headed for the plate. He'll score. The White Sox take the lead. 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Vaughn aboard here at first with nobody out. And he deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the pitch. Ground ball, could be two. Bichette. Off balance feed, there's one. On the Vogelback, two.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6-hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
Two outs. And that's too high. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two outs, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man at first, Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That misses, and the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Hit hard on the ground to short. That's out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill, the lefty, Jared Schuster. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. The pitch. That's a little bit low. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one carrying, and it's gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Dalton Varsho. In the air out to center. Sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Dalton Varsho.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
One down, base is empty. Fly ball to right. Sheets drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting fourth. Not shortstop.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying, tattooed to Tater Town, and gone. He shoots one out to right. 3rd home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So 2 down, and next for Toronto, Danny Jansen. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The wide to kick the pitch. And
Ball,
that's outside. And that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Schuster. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Get out of town. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add on. It's 3-1.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. Strike 1.
0-1.
Outside.
That's the ball.
Kicks and deals. Got him. And that is that. New inning getting started. Here's Corey Lee.
The catcher.
It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The wind and the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And another ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And a pitch. And he walked him.
That's up there. Ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Gavin Sheets in the box now. Takes strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And now the lefty goes down looking.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now it's going to be Zach Remillard.
0-1's the count.
At the belt and fires.
Ball, that's out.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Kikuchi checks over to first, and he's back.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Wouldn't chase that time. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the second. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Braden Shoemake stands in now and watches strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. And ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Way outside, and that's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back. Now, Daniel Vogelbach.
The first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach.
Schuster back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
One down, base is empty. That one missed. That's a strike, and the count 1-2. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
There's a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got it by him for the K. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as the lead remains 3-1. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Tommy Pham.
The center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
The pitch. Out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. It's low and gets away. There's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Not close with that one. 1-1. And here it comes. That one the other way. And George makes the grab. Eloy Jimenez now. He hit into a double play his first time up. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Bichette to second, and they bounce into two already. This one ends the third.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, George Springer.
George Springer.
The wind of the pitch. That one misses. Ball one. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Lee under it. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 25. Dalton.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's down and away. Falling behind 2-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
One down, base is empty. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now snap throw to first. Varsho gets back easily. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of the third. That's inside, and it's 2-0.
Now you get to this part of the order, Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And another ball. Bo Bichette waiting to hit for Toronto. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
He makes the grab, and that's the inning. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot for Toronto. It's now 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. And the pitch. And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Kicks and deals. Just misses. 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The wind of the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Kiermaier makes the grab, 1 away. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. The White Sox trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball popped up, settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Corey.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Corey Lee worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. In the air, right field. Springer on the move. Squeezes it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the White Sox 1. Back now in Toronto. Now here is Danny
The
Jansen.
catcher, Danny Jansen.
The pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Now it's the second baseman.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 down, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Now he breaks his bat. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Vogelback batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. In the air, out towards right center. And that will end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 5th. Leading off, Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets.
Kikuchi back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And another ball. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Now second baseman,
So up next for Chicago, Zach Remillard. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And there's the strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And he swings over the top there. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. And that one is inside. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And the White Sox down to their final strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
This could end it. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.